There, this is Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. We're going to do another Let's Play, the Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers Total War Three Kingdoms Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign Let's Play number 40. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers stream number 56. Let's do this. Where have we left off? So we're continuing on here. Still at war with the Kingdom of Wei, still at war with the Kingdom of Song, and Kong Rong is cornered. We are at war with him as well too. One last city, Donglai Imperial City, and Liu Bei still at war with as well too, except he only has one army, and he's on the run. That is what he's on the run. We also have Shangyang. We've secured that weapon craftsman region, and we are moving to Shangyang Small City, 3 armies, and then we're going to start maneuvering against the Kingdom of Wei here. He has a jade mine, and he has a lumberyard. So Shangyang and Chang'an, as well as Ba, farmland. So actually I'm going to maneuver one of the armies that was maneuvering northwards. And we're going to send them towards Ba farmland, which is right next to Shangyang Weapon Craftsman, right south of that path, that pass that we had to enter to try and take that settlement. So yeah, Kingdom of Wei ended up taking multiple cities all the way upwards, and we have mustered enough strength to try and bring him down. We have 5 full-strength armies. We have Wu Li, Huang Shao, Hu Pingshu, Dongli Liang, and another army that is stationed in Pencheng.
Unaware.
Jianpu. So we're going to send those 5 armies, we're going to send them southwards, right over to Chen and Yangzhou to try and do something about it. And you can see over at Yellow River the kind of activity that's happening, a lot of different armies maneuvering. Gongdu, Zhangjiang on our side, but then we also have Yuan Shu, Kingdom of Song, and I think we have some Kingdom of Wei armies here too as well. Yes, we do. So yeah, a lot of activity in that area, and that's just right to the west. Right to the west of us in Taishan and Dong Iron Mine, as well as Pencheng Temple. I think we also got a rebellion going on as well at Bai Hai, so we're going to try and put that rebellion down.
Reject corruption.
Turban Warriors 581. We're just going to delegate this 3,348 against 581. Battle of Taishan. He Yi against Yellow Turban Rebellion. Rebels. So I don't know what this is all about.
Justice cannot be denied.
A little bit of infighting. Then we're going to maneuver one of these armies over to Donglai, in which we're right at their gates. Zhaiyang, small foot away. We're going to go through the generals, and we're going to upgrade clarity. Coherence in thought and speech brings clear advantage. Jiaizhou. Fanaticism. Yes, he's a veteran sorcerer and fanatic. Plus 5 resolve, plus 3 cunning, plus 2 enlightenment, plus 8% melee armor piercing damage, own retinue, plus 8% melee damage, own retinue, plus 5% replenishment, own army. For the devout, the path is already set. And we'll see if we can give him some followers here too. A local administrator. Plus 6 cunning, plus 6 authority, unlocks assignment public appeasement, plus 4 public order, administered commandery. Part of set's bookkeeper. And we can also give him some accessories. No, we cannot. Moving down, Kuiyang Wei. He's a healer and a musician. Flexibility, plus 8 resolve, plus minus 20% redeployment cost, plus 5% replenishment when commanding. And he is not commanding. Let's do knowledge of the body. Yeah, knowledge of the body is a great one. Sometimes it's not what you hit or how hard, but where. To the body, heal them out. It's the one that can heal the generals up, which is a really good ability. Zai Zeal, Jade Carver. Plus 40% melee attack rate, 8% melee armor piercing damage, plus 8 expertise. Zeal. Never lose sight of the prize, no matter the obstacles along the way. Whooping Shoe. Condemn. These words will bring shame and humiliation, minus 25% melee evasion. That's really good. That's a good one too. Lang Zedao. Charisma. Always like charisma. He's a fortune teller and a healer. Nice. Plus 3 resolve, plus 5 instinct, plus 2 enlightenment, plus 2 public order, plus 10 unit morale. He's good with resolve. That is a decent, because he got the 5, the stats here. He got expertise, resolve, cunning, instinct, and authority. So what's some of the branching offs in the spiritual gameplay regarding? Is there like a force branching off in regards to authority? Yes. Yes, there is. Instinct. Be like senses? Something like that. Something about instinct. Because when you choose certain kind of things, the stat increase regarding potentially affects a certain portion of the spiritual gameplay in regards to Total War 3 Kingdoms. And what about the traits? Well, this is it. Yeah. Friggin' heck. Kind-hearted, ambitious, and beautiful. And what does this affect spiritually behind the scenes as well, too? Is there like a different kind of branching off as well? Is there their own ones where they can choose something and then... I wish like the physical could choose like a branching off of some of the spiritual in regards to what they would choose, and they say that you can. A certain kind of perspective in regards to the physical perspective could potentially riff and interact with some of the choices that the spiritual has made through the spiritual gameplay in regards to Total War 3 Kingdoms. So for example, someone might choose a certain kind of trait in regards to one of the generals. So for in this instance, Lang Zedao, the fortune teller, maybe it's sight. Maybe it has a certain kind of trait, and then one of my, other dimensional physical perspectives can riff off that and choose certain kind of branchings off of it. So, for example, it'd be like if, another trait showed up here from the spirit, and it said sight, and then you could choose like a branching off trait in regards to it out of like 3 or 5 traits, something like that. Maybe it's even more than that. That's really cool. The interesting thing about like the spirit maneuvering through this, through campaigns and gameplay in regards to certain kind of video games, and being able to riff off of their choices. That's really cool. You don't know why.
Steel for battle.
Zeal, plus 8 expertise, plus 8% melee armor piercing damage, plus 40% melee attack rate. Never lose sight of the prize, no matter the obstacles along the way. Hoodoo. He's a physician and a healer, so he's really into the medical and healing. Obviously, knowledge of the body. Sometimes it's not what you hit or how hard, but where. It's a healing thing. Effortless flow. Or wisdom. Plus 20 reserves. Plus 8 cunning. The wise make their own decisions. The ignorant follow public opinion. Wisdom it is. Wisdom it is. Hoodoo. Alright, I just love the name. Name's awesome. Alright, we got a lot of stuff to do with the commandery stuff as well, too. We only got 9,000 coin to really do stuff with. So, Taishan. Oh, definitely that is probably what we want to focus on here. The repairs in regards to some of the damaged buildings upon capture. It's a contested commandery. Interesting. But we got food. We have food, and we have a lot of armies, so we don't have to worry too much about the food problematics anymore. Plus 1% campaign movement, plus 10% campaign movement range. Jiang Lang, Jiang Xia. So that's all done here. Let's see. We get more food, or we get public order might be better. Remote safe house, minus 8% recruitment cost. We also have assignments that we can assign as well too. Zongku. Promote wisdom. And inspire populace, supervise construction, attract talent. Bayan. And Zaytao, inspire populace. I like that. Really good. Wisdom, talent, and inspiration. Really 3 good ones. There's already another 3 that are focusing on farming, so that is a decent as well too. So our 6 commanderies are good. Go faction developments. Kongrong has maneuvered his capital because his older one got taken. So, occupation. Enemy capital, appointments, rivals. Huabai and Lady Wu from Kingdom of Wei. Killed in battle one of our generals, Xai Minjai. It's an enemy. No, it's an enemy. Our noble enemy has fallen in battle against us, though we may not mourn their passing. They fought with honor for what they believe to be right and deserve our respect. Oathsworn, Lu Yi and Huai Zong. Sworn, Xin Kai and Huai Zong. Assignments. We did some assignments. Alright, so let's start trying to take something here. I think we were trying to move against the Kingdom of Song. We only got the 1 army, so we're going to maneuver backwards. Yeah, we are maneuvering backwards, because that's just too much. Gongdu has us covered in the north, over in the east. Right in the west area side, near the Yellow River. And we got a couple other armies there, too. Yeah, so what we're going to do here...
I shall not waver.
So we got an end turn here. We do have still some more coin to spend, so I think I'll actually leave it like that because I want to have some coin to be able to maneuver.
For your consideration.
Gongsun Zan. So now we're gonna have to go to war against Gongsun Zan, and that's not what I wanted to do.
It is done then.
But I didn't want to lose Zhengjiang as the ally because that whole thing with the Kingdom of Wei, I mean, friggin' hell. Doesn't attack us this turn. Kong, wrong Shu. That leaves the
Some
Kingdom of
things
Song.
are better gained through trade.
Sure, we'll give a trade agreement. There's a little
We
bit
are
of coin
in
there,
concert
Gongdu.
then.
Gongsundu, Li Yu, Lu Yu. Alright. Somebody attacked us in this turn. Thank you. Kingdom of Wei signed a peace treaty. Not good. We do not want to see this. No. So Kingdom of Song liberated Gongsun Zan, and either way we would have been at war with him anyhow. So, Heaven's humility. The holy man abides by non-assertion in his affairs, and conveys by silence his instruction. When the 10,000 things arise, verily he refuses them not. He quickens but owns not. He acts but claims not. Merit he accomplishes, but he does not dwell on it. Since he does not dwell on it, it will never leave him. We've studied the scriptures and have taken our next step towards enlightenment. What shall we study next? So we did unlock one of the positions, a core positions, Lord of Heaven, increases industry income and provides business to local morale and public order. I think we'll do. I want to do the opposite one, the Lance Frugality. It's another court position that would unlock, but I think we're going to do some of the 3 older ones that we can do here. So either healing rituals, reinstate City Watch, or rally sympathizers. And I'm going to go with City Watch here. The holy man is square but not sharp, strict but not obnoxious, upright but not restraining, bright but not dazzling. That is what we will do here. It's going to give plus 15 enlightenment and unlocks 2 units, which is long in the tooth. Definitely. Attract talent. Many people who have come forward to join our humble cause. What virtues should we most look for in the volunteers? Frugality, humility, compassion. Character recruited, estimated salary 50. I think we're going with compassion. Look for someone embodying the tenets of the people. Join our humble cause. We got that. Ancillaries gained as well. So yeah, there is different traits. I mean, treasury, for example, treasury. You just click treasury here. It looks like there's not too much to do, but spiritually speaking, in regards to the gameplay itself, regarding Total War 3 Kingdoms, you could do a lot of different things in regards to treasury. There is entire different kinds of gameplay mechanics that help with it. You can do a lot more button presses and things like that in regards to certain versions, and some of it's more expanded, I think. And if you go with mods in a certain manner, spiritually speaking, there is, well, I'm going with what means guides indicated. Well, whatever then. That's what you did. I went with what means spirit guides indicating light. Okay, correct. Treasury. Sorry, there was a bit of an interplay with certain kind of spiritual. Yeah. So yeah, treasury you can do a lot more with. I'm guessing behind the scenes like this, we can increase or decrease the modifier tax level. But in the spirit, probably a lot more to do. Probably different kinds of. Well, I don't know.
The population is growing here.
Does it show what kind of coin we're working with here? This is the breakdown of your income from various sources and of your expenditures. Coin with a little square piece missing in the middle. That's interesting. That's what they say. I'm wondering if the spirit would call that one piece of square. Alright, well, you don't know why. Well, they'd want to. Well, that is the case of it. That'd be interesting. You know why. Yeah, so they mustered up 3 armies over here, so I'm going to have to worry now in regards to Don't Lie. It wasn't a worry at first.
China is people, not its oppressive warlords.
Sadly, we're going to maneuver here.
Resist
2 armies.
and endure hardships. Marching.
And we're also going to maneuver this dude here backwards to Don't Lie. Kongrong is trying to muster up the last of his army. He has 2 full strength and another supporting retinue. Pang Jai. We got another character here that we can increase. We have a long list of generals. Holy. I think all these generals are out in the field right now, so that is a long list. Qianjin, Rebel Officer, Veteran Sorcerer, Fanaticism, Inspiration, yes, something about Inspiration, +5 Expertise, +3 Authority, +2 Enlightenment, Enables and Courage, +5% Income from Commerce. We've already read this one multiple times, so we'll do that. And so we are cornering Kongrong, trying to. I think I'm going to maneuver this guy back to Taishan because
I would meet with my
I can see the... why is there a Gong Sun Du army right there? Oh, different. Think of Gong Du, not Gong Sun Du. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit hefty to try and take the rest of the Kingdom of Song cities, sadly. But I think we're going to have to try. And we can see one of the settlements are under attack. Xiangjiang got attacked a bit as well too. We still have a few Gongdu forces on the outskirts able to protect their settlements, so I'm not too worried about it. Once Gongdu starts bringing his armies over this way, that's going to be fairly decent. Over at the Weapon Craftsman area, we could see an army, Kingdom of Wei, marching towards us.
Be still to
So what we're going to try and do here...
Not possible. Ill-considered. A misunderstanding. Marshal your reserves.
And we're going to try and attack Machao.
To battle!
No, not that way. And that did not work out. Sadly, I went right around him. And because this Wu Cheng Yellow Turban Rebellion unit that's right in the way. We're going to attack Shangyong
Cultivate patience. Vent frustration. Toward glory.
We're not doing it right now, obviously.
To action!
Except we do.
Fury!
We end up doing it, and we can actually just start out.
Strike quickly!
We got 1,600 against 2,000 some odds, so that's going to be a bit of a problematic. We did secure our western area. We have 3 armies right in the mix, just for the exception of a Sunsei army, and he is the part of the Kingdom of Wei. So Kingdom of Wei did win that Sunsei war. Sunsei against Cao Cao, so they ended up winning. And Sunsei now is understood to be a part of the Kingdom of Wei. We're going to try and bring some more forces that way.
Gather your strength. Ready yourselves.
Home gladdens the heart.
The path is clear.
Alright, let's end turn. We got 19k now to work with, so before we do, we can repair some damaged buildings. And upgrade some stuff. Next turn. There we go. Kingdom Away does decide to sally forth, so we're
Wisdom
retreat
dictates
off
a
of the
retreat.
Shangyong Lumberyard. Wait till that second army arrives. And here we go. Look at this. Machao. Battle of Ba Farmland. 3,603 against 3,023 says valiant defeat. Partially by way of the kind of units they're packing. But we do have some fairly strengthened units as well too, so I think we could win this. We have about 500 more men as well, so there is a possibility.
Ahead. Ready. Prepare.
They are attacking us, and we only have 3 small deployables, so meh, I don't know.
Take heed, warriors.
Don't have too many bowmen.
Make ready. For the great king.
Steel yourself.
So, what are we rocking here today?
To attention.
We are rocking some Sacred Garden
At
Watch.
the ready.
4, 5, 6 units. So it says we got some Faith Preservers, 2 units. We have 1 unit's Yellow Sky Heralds. We have 8 units Yellow Turban Warriors. We also have some Axe Wielder Volgars, Light Axe Infantry. I sporadically placed 3 and 2 units.
Swordsmen. Make haste. Stand ready. Prepare. For the cause.
Off to the left flank. So we have about 7 units, 1 entire retinue right on the left flank, kind of curved. So it's gonna kind of making almost a V shape, but it's not really that. I kind of wanted to use this as a certain kind of like harassing kind of retinue, kind of send them off to the side, flank the enemy when they approach my main lines, and hopefully that works.
Swords drawn! Together! Swords drawn!
Blades, prepare! Together!
We do have some caltrops. The left flank horsemen trying to attack one of my units. I ended up sicking my general on him, and then sending another 2 units after him. 2 yellow turban warrior units, 1 axe wielder vulgar unit, and then of course my general in the mix.
Is under attack!
Doesn't have a buff to be had, but we did surround the horsemen, and they are getting attacked. Enemy horsemen, the mounted lancer militia, and of course they're leaving the forested area. We can see the enemy army come into view, and it is a lot. So as we defeat that horseman unit, we're going to put some caltrops on the ground, because that's going to be needed. They have some Defenders of Earth bowmen, which I do not like hearing about. Remember, there's that unit in the mix. And it's high rank. I do have 3 bowman units, so this is going to be the test. Are these going to be the difference makers? They got 3 Defenders of Earth archery units. Not what I want to hear. That is not good. The horsemen ended up getting harassed, and I'm actually going to send my generals out, I think, to attack those bowmen. I think that'll be the difference. Because they already started to harass my lines with those bows. Defender of Earth unit's going to be firing that
Our comrade is under attack!
dynamite. You can see off to the left flank I have those 3 units that ended up defeating that mounted lancer militia. And 2 units coming at it right now, King Surrendrus and Lankai Spearman. I'm sending one of my generals right towards the archers. You can see him traverse onto the battlefield. You can see the other 2 generals doing so as well, getting hit by that Defenders of Earth unit, firecrackers. And the enemy army doesn't seem to want to move, so once we get rid of those bowmen, they're going to have to do something. Regular speed.
Make ready to battle!
And we are going after that bowman. They are sending in some cavalry on the right flank. Let's see mercenary cavalry.
Attack!
Prepare! To attention!
The 2 generals are inwards as well too, thinking about attacking. My generals are amongst the enemy line, trying to get at those archers.
Take heed, warriors!
Ready!
Attack!
Attend!
Ooh. Large
Destroy them!
motions from my generals. We end up moving through and getting that archer.
Die! The worst part about this
Cavalry
is you
ended up
really
attacking our
try.
lines
To attention! Double time!
right on the right flank.
Blades ready! Attend! Move! Steel yourselves! Ready! Run! Run! Right together! Run! Not relent!
You can see a clash on the left flank happening as well too. 3 units. Against 3 units. Lankai Swordsman, King Surrendrus, Lankai Spearman, taking on the other Turban warrior units, axe with their vulgars as well.
Move up quickly! Move! Stand ready! At the ready! The time has come!
My generals are going down in health. We're going to hit the knowledge of the body buff, and that's going to heal them out.
Are you even trying? Come on!
Amazing that you can both talk and battle.
Charge!
We did get past their lines and ended up attacking their bowmen. Defenders of Earth, that Defenders of Earth bowman. There's another 2 units, mercenary archers. We're going to shift another 2 units on the main lines to that bout that has happened between those 3 units, right off to the left flank. As you can see a supporting enemy unit maneuvering over there. You can see the enemy generals are worse for wear, at least one of them. Right off to the right
Does
flank.
battle wear you out?
Chow.
Oh,
Chenju,
how witty!
with
How
their
very
mercenary cavalry
witty.
units trying to attack that right flank.
Make ready! Take heed, warriors! Take your positions! Prepare! Hurry! Move!
Take heed, warriors.
We ended up taking out one of those bowman units, and now we're going to go to that other one, that second bowman unit.
Run! To battle! Unleash fury! Kill them! Steel yourselves! Destroy them! Stand ready! Go, go, go! Into formation! Fight! At the ready! Sword at the ready! Attend! Show no mercy! Ready! Move! Faster! We have killed an enemy general!
The enemy generals is killed. You can see my generals just kind of traversing through the enemy lines here, and they're still kind of having problems in regards to figuring out whether to proceed and attack my army. They kind of haven't really been doing so, other than that left flank and that right flank. You can see the right flank, they ended up losing that attack, and the left flank still battling it out with a large amount of units. And they are maneuvering more now. Jiandong Swordsman, Jai Militia, and a Jai Militia unit as well.
Try access! Stand ready! Attack! At the ready! The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
See, this is wide arc right on the left flank where we're surrounding the enemy, but then 2 units attacking right on the right side of that and having to compensate, moving one of the Faith Preserver units, compromising that stance, but the enemy's still retreating. Getting right close enough to a bowman unit to start attacking it too as well. Right off that retreating enemy unit, my following unit ended up attacking the mercenary archers unit.
March to the double! At the ready!
One of my generals is about to go down. He is surrounded and trapped. Get out of there! And he retreats. He ends up retreating.
Steel yourselves. To battle.
The time has come!
Take heed, warriors.
And it is the dude who had the knowledge of the body buff, sadly.
Strike! Ready! Charge! Do not relent! At the ready! Double time! To
He
attention!
still has it. He's still around.
Steel yourselves! To battle! Run! Run! Stand ready! Run! Swords! Unleash fury! Attend!
Chow is almost down though, so, half health. Sending in this Dan Yang recruits medium axe that you're getting attacked on either side. See that Defenders of Earth bow fire affecting the battle there too. The zigzag line on this left flank that ended up turning into the main bout with more units on either side eventually supporting an initial 3-on-3 engagement.
Take heed, warriors! The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
There we go, that knowledge of the body healing my generals. So we have full strength generals again.
Unleash fury! Attack! The time has come.
The enemy again folding on the left flank, leaving an opening to attack again another bowman. So is there a spirit in regards to the banners that are on the battlefield? There is. And is that a part of some of the spiritual gameplay that we've talked about? Some of them, not all of them. I find it interesting that maybe how important the flag bearer is on the battlefield. What sort of specialty, spiritual, in regards to it. For example, when he plants the banner, what exactly takes place? Probably a deployment, some kind of spiritual deployment around that area.
To attention! At the ready!
And the enemy is being encroached upon here. Again, still a battle taking place in the main lines, but really just 2 units left of mine, and they might be losing against this Danyang recruit unit. I didn't hear of the enemy general going down. I mean, Chow is still around. He's still alive. Yeah, but he is hurt and wavering. Still says that it's in our favor that we might win. Well, he doesn't say we're in this. It says the enemy's going to might win this, but we still got 500 troops on him. So we've maintained that balance, that advantage.
Destroy them!
That balance of advantage. All right, correct. That works. Again, 3 engagements is what this is turning into. You can see the center, the left flank, and the right flank engagement. The center looks like the enemy's about to fall over from a cool breeze. And the same could be said on my units on the left, but the right flank seems to be fairly even. Large grouping of units battling it out here. Again, you've got Lankai Swordsmen, you got Lankai Spearmen, Protectors of Heaven, like that heavy glaive infantry, Jai Militia taking on some Faith Preservers, then Axe Infantry, Yellow Turban Warrior units, 4 to be exact, and then multiple generals in the mix too. The Chow right in the middle of our lines there on that right flank. Attacking a lot of the Yellow Turban Warrior units. The center, again, taking on Lankai Swordsmen, 2 units, barely hurt. Try and take on some Faith Preservers and Sacred Garden Watch and Yellow Turban Warriors. And off to the left flank, you can see 2 units of mine, Yellow Turban Warriors and Axe Wielder Vulgars, taking on Jiangdong Swordsmen. 2 units, make that 3 units. Nope, just 2 units.
Look, the enemy
looks like 3 units. No, it is 3 units. It was correct, 3 units. And the center has folded, so that can freeze up one of this. What is this unit here? The Sacred Garden Watch. We're going to attack that Lankai Swordsman right in the center. And that's going to be a critical.
Do not relent.
Ooh, but Sun Quan goes in there and starts berating our advantage on that unit.
Swords at the ready.
Again, the enemy general's not going away at all.
Prepare. To attention.
We don't have the knowledge of the body buff
Go, go, go!
reformed to do something about it. We're going to go after Machao and try and get rid of him. Both enemy generals, Sun Quan and Machao, nearing the end of their lives if they continue to attack. At least they're going to be put in the hospital. True. See my general trying to chase after him on foot. Ooh! The amount of damage the generals do in this game is superb.
Ready! Steel yourselves!
And one of the enemy generals is retreating. We're going to go after Sun Quan, and hopefully that's the end of it.
Take heed, warriors!
Make ready! Move, move! Go, go, go!
Swords!
Center of this engagement, just one unit here of enemy, but on our side, not too much more. Getting pelted by those arrows.
We have lost a unit! Nobody survived! To battle!
Stand ready!
We have knowledge of the body. We're ready to go again. And I hit it, and our generals get the health they need. Full health, full strength. Generals, we're gonna go right after Sun Quan.
Prepare! Destroy them! Attend! To battle!
To attention! Run! Unleash fury!
That Danyang recruits unit over by where the main lines were stationed is finally retreating, freeing up 3 wounded units that we're going to try and traverse over that left flank engagement. Again, the center is pretty much done. 11 units in that Lankai swordman left in the mix, and they are retreating.
Blades!
Just a small thin line and 2 generals trying to hold back the Jiandong swordsman. 3 units on the left flank, and on the right flank we can see Lankai spearmen, Lankai swordsmen, and another retreating unit that was there. Protectors of Heaven, the heavy blade, retreating, holding off that right flank, and they still got 2 bowmen as well. Those defenders of Earth that we tried limiting, both defenders of the Earth units. So, yeah.
Make ready! The time has come! Take heed, warriors! At the ready!
And the generals making the difference in this engagement. 623 against 354, so they've bridged the gap. But I don't think it's going to be enough. We start increasing.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
The left flank
The time has come!
has won on my side. They are retreating just by a small handful of units.
Hurry! Move! Move out quickly!
And the balance of power has shifted. Shifted in my favor. Well, it's balanced. Shifted to balance it even.
Swordsman ready! Do not relent!
Those really was a close battle.
Attend! Steel
The
yourself!
last unit that's holding it down here, Lankai Swordsman, the last melee unit. Oh, well, so said. There's another one recorrecting here as well. Jiandong Swordsman, left flank recorrecting.
Prepare!
I'll send my general right after.
Strike! The enemy unit flees! What coward!
The enemy retreats. We end up winning that right flank battle.
Ready! Attack!
All 3 prevailed.
Make ready!
You can see in the distance a axe infantry running after one of the defenders of Earth. The enemy. And then into the forest, you can see another one of my units chasing after that defenders of Earth. So we're gonna have to send one of our generals a piece here to go after them. You can see two units here again correcting for the enemy. Lankai Swordsman and Lankai Spearman approaching that right flank main engagement area. Attacking the Lankai Spearman, just about half health. You can see men going flying with spears and shields just in the air. There we go, the balance of power squarely shifting in our favor, and again, bridging the gap. Almost about 550 more units than the enemy. 400 currently, but by the end of the game, we'll see. And that Lankai Spearman unit is defeated. That leaves... that would be the end of that. We're going to put on slow motion here. We're going to take a look at the battlefield. See my general in the axe infantry catch up to those defenders of Earth. They're being chased. And on the opposite end of the field, see my general catching up to another Defenders of Earth unit, as well as, again, more axe infantry chasing after them. We're going to speed it up here a bit. Defenders of Earth.
Look, the enemy run! Craven!
The Defenders of Earth is now... Defenders of Earth unit fleeing. And our general catches up.
One step closer to victory.
He catches up. He was running after them on foot. Look at heck. We really did catch up.
ready! Fight! Unleash fury! Be ready! Kill them!
You can see another general approach this clearing on the opposite side through the trees. It's going to try and slam to this defender's roofing, which is still trying to flee. Sporadic engagements and its movement between the general on foot and this small amount of axe warriors chasing after him. And there we go. Yeah. Of course, cavalry charge here by Yushu, the generals. Finally vanquished. I hate when that last sporadic unit holds it up for the ending.
Your war has brought you to the very gates of your enemy. Behind their walls, they steel themselves against your armies. They cannot hold out forever. Yet an assault may be costly if not swift. Yet wait too long, and reinforcements may arrive to relieve their embattled comrades. War has long ravaged your lands, taking its toll on your people.
So yeah, Pirate victory, Battle of Baja Farmland, 3,603 deployed, 3,022 lost, 581 remaining. Enemy captured 371, 3,023 deployed of the enemy Kingdom of Wei, 2,763 lost, 256 remaining. We're gonna hit the recruit.
We have need of good fighters.
Another tough one here. It's going to be He against Kongrong, Battle of Bai Hai Livestock Farm. They say we're going to lose this one. I think I'm going to try and retreat. See if we can get away from it. And he ends up attacking again. And this time he has a supporting army. 2,519, reinforcing 2,009. So that's about 4,500 against 3,400. So, that was not the move to do. We'll start battle here. It's going to be Battle of Dong Lai, Imperial City, He against Kongrong. Army against 2. Lu Yi. Battling near the, near a lake or a river.
Prepare! Ready! Arrows! Swords! The time has come! Take heed, warriors!
I think what we're going to do here...
Take heed, warriors! Ready!
Stand ready!
We're going to move over some of our army right outside that enemy redeployment zone. We got a specialty units that can deploy outside our green area. We can deploy in that white area, no man's land stuff. And what we're going to do here is we're going to try and slam that reinforcing army, and hopefully it gives us enough time to destroy that that army before the main enemy army maneuvers.
More! Enemy
Put on slow
reinforcements
motion,
are
and they end up
arriving.
coming over there. Not what we wanted. Throw some caltrops. No, not... Fool of a toque. Alright, pretty much. See the enemy deployment just a little bit off the left side where I stationed my troops. Not what I was hoping for. You can see the fierce fighting happening. I got some cavalry going. I'm going to send those glaives after him. That'll be good against the cavalry that is emerging. And they ended up having a huge army that emerged here, causing some problems. Let's run down the army comps here. So that main army that I deployed that is trying to race over off to the side where the enemy army reinforcements arrived, we have 2 peasant archers, 2 sacred guard watch, 2 yellow turban warrior units, plus another 4 yellow turban warrior units. So we're trying to traverse over there right now, and the ones that I deployed right out at that zone, I had 2 men of the forest units, yellow turban warband, 2 Bringers of Righteousness, and 3 units, Yellow Turban Warriors, as well as a Faith Preservers unit. And you can see the way I stationed it kind of sandwiched the enemy to be right up against this wall, and the enemy general doing really a lot of damage. Kwai Rui, is that it? Kwai Rui. I think that's Rui. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm fairly certain. I'm going to send my 3 generals after this giant militia unit, and I got my archers bearing down on them. Oh, hopefully this is decent. They're starting to maneuver here. We can't see the enemy army, the main army that hasn't, that is supposed to be going in this direction. Except now we can. We just see 1 unit. Some cavalry, mounted lancer militia.
A comrade is being
Enemy
attacked.
army here. Giant militia, 2 units, 3 units. Got 3 generals, spear warriors. They actually got 6 generals to be true. Mounted saber militia, King Tsao Marines. They got some enforcers of virtue. They do have 2 bowman units, crossbows, and some Lankai archers. And they ended up...
Attend!
Attack!
Archers, prepare! Make ready!
You cannot survive!
You shall fall by my hand!
enemy army is finally traversing over here. Holy shit, I did not realize they'd be that quick.
Stand ready. Open fire.
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
Faster. Make ready. Move. Destroy
Send
them.
my generals to try and go and help.
Yourself. Fight together. To attention. Prepare. Run, run. Charge. Destroy them. Make ready. To battle. Attack. Move, move. Let fly. Double time. Unleash fury.
I will not taste defeat again!
Your words are as pathetic as you are! Ready! The men have no ammunition! The time has come! Run! Arrow! Steel yourself! Attend! Fight! Attention!
Do have knowledge of the body when you get hit. We have
Steel yourself!
3 buffs on that.
Come on! Surely you can do better!
Do not relent!
Make ready! Strike! Fight!
The enemy warriors are running! Ha! Take heed, warriors!
As you can see here, we got this enemy right trapped up against that reinforcement zone. We got him surrounded by multiple different forces here. A lot of yellow turban warrior units, obviously. And you can see the enemy army here traversing right behind me. I put up this brave front, really, to be true, but they're going to slam into it. They got
Keep up, friend!
multiple
Keep
different
up!
kinds of units. They're going to put on slow motion. They got some King Tom Marines, 2 units. They got Fury of Baihai light crossbow infantry. They have some archer militia, some scholar crossbowmen. They have some saber militia as well. 2 spear guards, saber infantry. They got some axe warriors. They also have another crossbow unit, another archer and militia unit. They got some saber militia and some giant militia as well too. And you can see them traversing here, slamming into the Sacred Garden Watch and Men of the Forest left flank, trying to battle it out against these mounted saber militia, and just a large amount of enemy units here are going to be slamming. While I try to surround and am surrounding the enemy here that is put up against the wall. Really being put up against the sword to be true. See, there's just this large grouping of enemy surrounded, pushed up against the reinforcement zone.
Look to your own troubles before mine!
Look! The enemy run! Craven! At the ready!
Multiple bow fires here, causing some problematics on my side.
Ready! Show no mercy!
Kill them! Stand ready! They are overwhelming us!
Attack!
At the ready! Make ready! For China!
Take heed, warriors! Kill them! The time has come! Prepare! Do not relent! Unleash fury!
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
This Gambit's not working out for me. Again, just a small amount of units able to hold off this main army while we try to surround the enemy reinforcements. But they're still not gone, and we lost quite a few units in trying to take out that army.
We have
I
lost
don't know
a
if that's going
unit.
to be the
Nobody
way of it.
survived.
Again, right now it's looking like 2,500 against 900. The enemy having the more of it. In here, you can see Yellow Turban Warrior units surrounded by Spear Guards and Saber Militia. You can see Queen Sao Marines, 2 units and 2 enemy generals, as well as some mounted Saber Militia, really taking down the Sacred Garden Watch, which is now retreating, leaving the Men of the Forest and 1 general on my side to hold that area. I can see the Peasant Archers, the last remainder of the melee here, holding off 6, 7, 8, 9 enemy units. Finally, they break through with that.
March at the double. Ready. Attend. Take heed, warriors. At one.
For the great peace!
Our men flee the battlefield. Prepare. To attention. Stand ready. At the ready. Swordsmen.
Too many bowmen able to disable.
Take heed, warriors.
I mean, I have 2 generals trying to do some damage on the enemy units, but it's just not going to be enough.
Rise up!
And they end up winning that engagement where we had them cornered. They had to maneuver certain kind of units to try and hold back that main army, and it just wasn't going to happen.
Make ready.
Still yourselves!
The time has come. Show fury.
So most units are vanquished here on my side, leaving the 2 generals to try and do something about it.
Swords drawn!
Our men are running. The spineless cowards. We have killed an enemy general.
Keep hitting this knowledge of the body buff that heals these generals, and it's just, it keeps allowing me to leave these 2 generals on the field, and I don't think it's going to work for a 3rd time. Too many. 130 seconds, and they're already going down in health.
Our men are
And
running.
retreat.
The spineless cowards.
Close defeat, though, it says. End battle. Really, taking a shellacking to the enemy, though. Yeah, how many did they deploy?
A frustrating
They
result.
deployed 4,528, 2,168 lost, 2,360 remaining, 391 captured. They did against my army here. 3,443 deployed on my side, 3,078 lost, 365 remaining. So there was still an army there, and I don't think that they can re-attack, and they do. They do, and I'm just going to delegate this. Well, 305 against 506. I might be able to win this. So this is going to be close. So I'll do this last battle. Well, actually, I'll leave it here. We'll leave it here. That's what we'll do. Yeah, thanks for joining.